nation. And Canada is a Hebrew nation.
Yep.
You just look at it, and when you see this big oil operation off the coast of Newfoundland, it's called Hibernia. Well, the word Hiber, it comes from Eber, which is where Hebrew comes from. Abraham's grandfather was Eber. The word Hebrew comes from Eber, and Hibernia. It all comes, so it's all
the
around.
Language, it's all in the vernacular. It's all
over
there,
the place.
everywhere.
So even though a country and a nation descends from a tribe thousands of years ago, the characteristics remain. Even though they've lost their identity, subconsciously they feel this affinity for the past.
Well, there's definitely,
it's all latent within the collective consciousness
there's definitely
of
affinity
this
for it. I
extended
think
tribal group.
Absolutely, it's just it's in the genetics.
It's in the
part
genetic.
of the everything.
The
It's part of the
collective
language.
genetics.
It's part of everything. Yes, the collective genetics. You're right. So
And
that's part of the seeking of the identity, that people are always seeking their identity. And I think if they find out who they really are, that solves a lot of problems.
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
it? I mean, it solves everything.
They may start turning back to the way of life that Yahweh wants them to lead.
So if you
those nations that bless. Eric Phelps has said it many times. Genesis 12:3. Those nations that bless the Jews get blessed. God says.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yahweh says.
Very true.
You bless the Jewish people, He'll bless your nation. You curse them, He'll curse your nation.
No, you're absolutely right there, and it's true.
When the Nazis and the Germans started to curse the Jews, Yahweh cursed that nation.
Very true.
America, Canada, the nations that bless Jews
We're
and
blessed.
allow the Jewish people to be about their business and do their business get blessed.
Exactly.
And there's a
Makes
huge
sense.
pattern there over. Look what happened to Spain when they threw the Jews out of Spain. The country was cursed. So with the Bushes getting in there, and the Nazi takeover of the United States, as they start to persecute Jews once again, America's going to be persecuted, and we're watching that happen, unfortunately.
We're watching it all unfold.
And if they would only start to, and of course, the God of this world. See, I don't like using the word God.
Well, there's not a
The
lot
God
of stuff
of this
that they
world
need
is
to
Satan.
do, Lenny.
So that's
I mean,
when we use the word God when it comes to
you're
Satan.
talking about the Prince of the Power of the Air, the
Yeah.
great electric engineer. I mean, he's in
turns-
power now, and you know that there are, the Vatican. We're talking about the capstone Vatican figures, those popish persons. They're being exposed. It's all out in the open. You've got all the sex scandals, and that stuff is just all out there.
Yeah.
And they're asking for forgiveness, but we're not going to forgive them.
Well, no
Sorry.
forgiveness should be given to
There's
Lucifer and
there's
his
no-
religion
that's
and
exactly.
his churches.
Now,
That's the whore of
always-
Babylon
we
and
always
the
have
daughters.
to mention that the people that are in that organization, the 99% below the capstone, are just regular people that
Yeah.
are doing their best. They're just really nice
Useful
people.
fools. Nice
Useful
people.
fools. There's just a couple of them up there, and they've led a lot of people astray. But as we know, they're shedding their skin, and the global wars are on, Lenny.
Global wars are on,
So
and
we're
we've got
connecting the
about, how
dots,
long
yeah.
do we have to go here? 2 minutes? We got 5 minutes.
So we gotta
to
connect
wrap
those
up,
dots.
I guess to wrap up, what we're saying is that follow the events of the news and look for the patterns and connect the dots. Start to connect the dots for yourself, and let your friends know. Talk to your friends and wake them up. And it's important to understand the true identity of our people, because that really will help people understand the past, the present, and what is coming, because we're in for exciting times, because they're going to rebuild the temple, they're going to start the daily sacrifices, they're going to have the abomination of desolation, and finally we're going to have the present evil administration and the God of this world removed off the throne and control of this world, and a supernatural force, Christ, will come in and will set up a kingdom.
That's going to be exciting times.
Very exciting.
So we're really on the
Cusp.
yeah, we're on the apex or the cusp or whatever
We're
you
the
want to
Blade
call
Runners,
it.
Mrs.
We're the
Neal.
Blade Runners. And you know what? You picked out this article today, and it was a Peter Kent, Junior
yeah.
Foreign Minister. And what did he say? was military action against Iran still on the table, Kent says. So what does he say? An attack on Israel would be considered attack on Canada. Now, what does that say, Lenny?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, come on.
If what we're saying about the tribal identities is false, how would an attack on a little nation the size of a postage stamp on the other side of the world ever be an attack on this huge coast to coast to coast nation called Canada? The only reason it is an attack is because Canada is Israel.
Exactly. He said it right there, didn't he?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't even think he realizes that they're saying it.
Yeah.
It's there. It's innate.
I don't know. I think maybe it's either this is the very top secret information that they know at the top, but they don't want the people to know, and maybe they don't want the people to know because they figure the people won't accept it, or because Lucifer has turned people's minds and it turned them to hate Jews because the Lord came through the tribe of Judah. Maybe they figure that they just can't get the people to understand, but we're going to work at trying to make it more understandable so people realize that if they thought of themselves as American Gentiles, if they thought of themselves as Canadian Gentiles, they were wrong. They're Hebrews. They're not Gentiles.
Do you think they can accept that?
Well,
I think, you know what? It's
so
obvious. It's there. It's in your face. Nothing's hidden. You know what? Blow that dust off that King James. The King James Bible. 1611 is when everything started. The word was in print because there were these dark popish persons that didn't want anyone to read it. So they kept it hidden away. And they had it in Latin so you couldn't read it.
Now, I don't
so it's
think
out there. It's there.
That's right.
It's all there.
You can't handle the truth. I think we'll go out with the same music that we came in with. And they can't handle the truth, but hopefully people can continue to explore as we continue to be fellow explorers with us, Mrs. Steele, and to go into these
It's
wonderful
been a lot
areas
of fun. You know what? This is great. I just wanted to come out here and have some fun, Lenny. I know you're not feeling well, but...
under the weather.
Yeah, you're under the weather, but it's certainly great to learn a lot of new stuff. Yeah, let's forge on. I've learned a lot of stuff this evening.
We'll forge in the smithy of our soul, the uncreated conscience of our race, and be back here again next week. We live a year each day, so as we say, next show is 6 years away.
Well, it's 6 years away, or 6,000 years. We've got that much knowledge to
no, it's
talk
6
about.
Years, not 6,000. We're at the 6,000.
Well, no, but we've got 6,000 years worth of stuff to talk about, Lenny.
Oh, I see. Yes,
you know what I mean?
See what you're saying.
Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yes, humanity has had 6,000 years.
Yeah,
it's coming to an end.
Years, so a lot of stuff to talk about and dots to connect. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. And you know what? You have the experience without the meaning because poetry communicates long before it is understood. Small A artist.
Yep.
Do you like being one?
Yes, that's for sure.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Good night, Mrs. Steele.
Good night, Lenny.
Good night, Blue.
Good night, Blue.
When the legend becomes fact, print the legend.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Trusting in the sanity and restraint of the United States is not a strategy, and it is not an option.
We don't need no thoughts control.
Was a conspiracy notion out there. How much influence do you have? Was it you and your fellow neoconservatives that created the momentum towards overthrowing Saddam Hussein?
Nobody does a thing in this town without our approval.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, a secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets.